Hi, it's Matt here. So in this video I'm changing the tyres on our Hyundai Ioniq electric to all-season tyres. So the car's only done 14,000 miles and from the factory it has these Michelin Energy Saver Plus tyres, and because it's only done 14,000 miles, these are only about half worn. They are 4.5 millimeters. Yeah, 4.5 millimeters, and then the non-driving wheels are 5.8 millimeters. So still lots of life in them. They come with about 7 millimeters or so when new. However, because it's now winter and these are summer tyres and there's snow on the ground, we're changing to all-season tyres. I much prefer all-season tyres, and we keep these, and maybe when the all-season tyres are worn out and we need new tyres, hopefully it will be summer and I can put these back on and wear these down to near minimum and get the rest of the life out of them. And what I'm fitting is Goodyear Vector 4-season Generation 3 tyres. So on the Ioniq the size is 205/60 R16 16 inch and 92H, so exactly the same as what has come off. And on these the EU rating is C for fuel economy, fuel efficiency, so they are going to be worse than those other tyres which were B, but that's hardly going to be measurable, and I'd much rather have a bit of grip. You can't have everything, so if you want grip you're going to lose a bit of fuel economy, and the wet weather is B, but these are excellent tyres. We ran them on our previous Ioniq, they're very long lasting and they are incredible in the winter. They're not as good as a winter tyre in the winter, but for the UK climate they just work really well. For the few days that we get snow per year, they get you out of trouble, they allow you to still drive on the snow reasonably safely, and for the winter months they are much better than a summer tyre. But obviously if you want ultimate traction and safety, you would use a summer tyre in the winter and a winter tyre, a summer tyre in the summer and a winter tyre in the winter, like they do in majority of Europe. But in the UK, with our sort of milder climate, most people just keep summer tyres on all year round, and obviously they can be quite dangerous in the winter. And we drive on rural roads, while my partner drives on very rural Oxfordshire roads. Works in the middle of the countryside and the roads just don't get gritted, so these have a huge advantage for us in the winter. So that's what I'm doing today. Just going back to these original fit Michelin summer tyres, I did look up these, we'll try to look up these to see what the European labelling was on these, but actually these do not seem to exist. I went on the Michelin website and this particular fitment with a 92H in this model isn't available. There are a couple of others in this size, but they were Mercedes fitment ones. So whether these are now no longer available, the car's only 2 years old, or whether these are just a fitment that they supply Hyundai for the production line, who knows. But they do other similar what you sort of call eco tyres now. But anyway, hopefully I can put these back on in a couple of years and get the rest of the life back out of these. Just going back to these all-season tyres, so I thought I'd show you the tread on these. All the manufacturers which are doing these latest generation all-season tyres have this very similar tread pattern. They're all, I think Michelin started it with the cross climates, but they're all doing the same now, and they are excellent tyres. However, the tread depths vary, so if we look at the middle of the tyre, they are only 4.8 millimeters. So they have a raised sort of lump in the middle, and the wear indicator bars, there's only one there and one there, and that's it. So if we look just at the side of the wear indicator, it is 8.1 millimeters. If we look at the side of that one, it is 7.1 millimeters. So they've got the sort of normal depth you would get on a new tyre here, but in the middle they are much shallower, and there they are much, oh no, they've immediately dropped to 8 millimeters there, so it's just a ridge along the middle. So if you're measuring your all-season tyres, don't measure it from the middle of the tyre, because even new you're only looking at 4.6, 4.7 no, 4.4 millimeters. And obviously at the edge it tapers off, so near that tread indicator there, if we go to this side of it, oh yeah, we're still getting 6.8, something like that, 6.7. So yeah, that's obviously where you want to take your depth, is just somewhere in the middle of these two tread patterns. But from new, you're looking at, on average, 8 millimeters along there. And then in the UK, the recommended minimum depth is 1.6 millimeters, but to be honest, that really is pushing it. So generally, something like 2 millimeters is when you want to be looking at changing your tyres. But on the Ioniq, hopefully that won't be for another 28 to 30,000 miles or so. But anyway, I'll do a long-term review of these as far as wear and tear goes, and that'll probably be in 2 years' time. I'll do another video and show you how long these last, if we still have the car by then. I actually got these tyres from Asda Tyres online. I've never used them before, but for this particular fitment, they were the cheapest. They were actually cheaper than our two trade suppliers. So these worked out at £96.79 each, including VAT and delivery. They do charge for delivery, but obviously we're fitting them ourselves. But they do have a fitting service on the website as well, I think, where I think they use local tyre fitters. But anyway, all the details are on there. But at this particular time, that is December 2022, Asda were the cheapest for these. So I've done all three, just got this last one to do on this very cold and frosty morning. Just also add, I have done a video about tyres on EVs, so I'll put a link to that on the top of the screen. If you're need tyres for your car, I would highly recommend to check out some of the tyre reviews online about all-season tyres. Tyrereviews.com is a very good website with some excellent videos on tyre tests, and for the UK climate, I think all-season tyres are excellent. They are a summer bias tyre that also works well in winter. They're not a winter tyre. If you want ultimate traction in winter, then you're going to need a winter tyre, but for the UK climate, for a tyre that you leave on all year round, which most of us do, it's a lot safer to have an all-season tyre left on all year round than a summer tyre left on all year round. So anyway, that's it. This isn't an advert for selling tyres. We do not fit tyres to the general public's vehicles. Should I say, we do not supply tyres to the general public. So anyway, if you found this video useful, please do click the thumbs up as always, and do subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next video.